Hello, and welcome to the Frostburg Experience. I'm Mia Williams. On today's show, we will be joined by the Director of Civic Engagement, Patrick O'Brien, to talk about the services and opportunities here at Frostburg State University. And we will hear from Master Rick Rando, the owner of Kick Masters, a martial arts studio located in Western Maryland. He will be teaching us a few techniques on self-defense. Later, we'll be joined by Liz Herlinger, one of the graduate assistants at the Frostburg State University Career Center, to talk about the services and opportunities available to the FSU students. But first, let's learn about Hooley Plunge, a fundraising event in Allegheny County that raises money for the Special Olympics and several other local programs for the developmentally disabled people. Here is field reporter Emily Taylor with more.
Hi, I'm Tom Farrell. I'm with Wamba Caravan 89, and we are the coordinators of the Hooley Plunge. Very proud of this event. This is our 12th year out here at Rocky Cap, and last few years we've raised over $100,000 each year. If we go over $100,000 this year, which we expect to do, we will have made over $1 million in the 12 years we've been doing this.
People of all ages come out to do their part in fundraising for the Hooley Plunge. All proceeds benefit the Special Olympics of Allegheny County and other developmentally disabled programs. Frostburg students, local businesses, and other schools join together and show their support for the Allegheny region by participating in the dunk. Law enforcement and paramedics alike come and show their support by making sure there's a safe environment for those participating. If anything was to go wrong, they are on the scene and ready to take action. The Hooley Plunge has grown into one of the largest fundraising events in Allegheny County and funds the entire budget for the Special Olympics of Allegheny County. With the Frostburg Experience, I'm Emily Taylor.
Thanks, Emily. What a great way to give back to the Special Olympics of Allegheny County and other local programs. When we return, I will be joined by the Director of Civic Engagement, Patrick O'Brien, to talk about the service opportunities at Frostburg State University.
A boy born in Joplin, Missouri was fascinated by anything with wheels and a motor. The odds of him going on to fascinate millions with his talent? 1 in 260,000. The odds of this born racer having 157 career top 10 finishes in NASCAR? 1 in 125 billion. The odds of him winning both the Daytona 500 and the Brickyard 400 in the same year? 1 in 195 million. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism? 1 in 110. I'm NASCAR driver Jamie McMurray, and my niece has autism.
Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
Lead paint poisoning affects 1 million children today. If you're pregnant or have young children and your home was built before 1978, you could be at risk. Learn how to protect your family. To find your home's danger zones, the health effects, or just to find help, log on to leadfreekids.org.
Bring out the action hero in you. Fuel up right and get energized. Be part of the greatest action movie ever. The first movie that puts you in the action. Show us how you train and eat like an action hero. Join in at actionheroalliance.com.
Welcome back. I'm joined in the studio by Patrick O'Brien, the Director of Civic Engagement at Frostburg State University. Welcome to the show, Mr. O'Brien.
Thank you.
Can you tell a little bit about civic engagement?
So the Office of Civic Engagement has 4 main pillars: volunteerism, national service, service learning, and democratic engagement. So we focus around those 4 pillars to get students involved in their community, to engage them in the community and as active citizens, and really to work towards what it is to be a part of a larger community.
So what are some events that your office offers?
Some of our main events include programs like Relay for Life, which is a fundraiser for cancer. We do a Thanksgiving basket program every year where different groups around campus donate Thanksgiving baskets that are delivered to those in need. We have a Beautify the Burg program towards the end of each year, which focuses on beautifying Frostburg and doing projects in town that normally has about 400 volunteers. And then over the summer, we also have a summer lunchbox program that helps feed children in the area.
So tell us about some of the service-related student organizations on campus.
We have a handful of organizations on campus that are really focused on service. There's the Lions Club. We have a Campus Lions Club, an anti-bullying club that works with some of the local schools about bullying. College Against Cancer, which runs the Relay for Life event. And then we also have a Greek organization, Alpha Phi Omega, which is a male and female fraternity that is their main focus is service and getting involved with the community.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about EchoStars?
So our EchoStars program is actually a really unique program. It is a living, learning, serving program. So we have about 75 freshmen that all live together in the same hall. They serve at after-school programs together, and then they take some courses together as well. So as an EchoStar, freshmen serve up to 300 hours their first year and can get an education award and a stipend up to $1,700 for being a part of the program.
So how can students get more involved in service organizations?
The best thing to do is to stop by our office and see what's there. We have plenty of volunteer opportunities going on a regular basis, and the service organizations are always looking for more students to get involved and be a part of what they're doing.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming to the show, Mr. O'Brien.
Absolutely.
When we return, we will be joined by Master Rick Rando of Kick Masters Martial Arts Studio. He will be showing us a few techniques on self-defense. Please stay tuned.
Hungry?
Yeah.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
Up, college is hard. Down, those books are heavy.
My sport is football, but my passion is education.
Right up here.
So every year I take promising high schoolers on a college tour
Lights there, darts there.
to show them that higher education means a brighter future.
My name is Nnamdi Asamoah. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
You can be a reader, tutor, or mentor too. Take the pledge at liveunited.org/volunteer.
Do you wear this?
Welcome back. Let's now learn a few self-defense techniques with Master Rick Rando.
In 2001, Kickmasters Karate was purchased by Master Rick Rando. Their goal? To develop confident leaders who are capable of defending themselves. And now, some words from Master Rick Rando.
I've been doing martial arts for well over 28 years. And interesting story, when I started when I was 10, and my 6-year-old sister wanted to start in martial arts. She wanted to take over the world Karate Kid style, and I figured, well, if I didn't start at the same time she did, she would be able to kick my butt all over the place. We do traditional Taekwondo at the studio 6 days a week. We do traditional Taekwondo for adults, kids, teens, we have self-defense, cardio kickboxing, we do Krav Maga, we do weaponry, sparring, stranger danger, bully prevention, open house. I mean, we have pretty much run the gamut as far as physically being able to prepare yourself for an attack, self-defense wise. Self-defense is so important for a college student because it gives you confidence. That way you have options. If an attacker grabs you, you'll know exactly what to do, or at least not crawl into your turtle shell and become a victim. And that's the number one thing that we do at the studio, of conveying that message of empowerment, confidence, having some sort of tool in your toolbox where if you're grabbed or attacked, you're not going to be a defenseless victim.
And now, some advice from Master Rick Rando on self-defense.
So in this scenario, the attacker comes from behind, grabs the purse, she assesses, gets low, 2 elbows, 1 to the face, 1 to the throat or chest, and then 1 to the knee. It's important, number 1, to stay controlled, also to get low with your body, and assess exactly what's going on quickly so you can react. So in this next scenario, the attacker approaches from behind, trying to grab the good guy's backpack, trying to either spin her around or trying to pull her down. In a different angle, you can see that he yanks her and she immediately turns counterclockwise, striking the throat and then the knee. You can see in the last clip that after the knee strike, that she runs, turns, runs to safety. So in this next scenario, the attacker would approach from behind, utilizing a bear hug, trying to pick her up, either to slam her down or move her in the direction she doesn't want to go. The bad guy grabs her, pulls her up, and the first thing that she does is arches her back, which actually makes it very hard for the attacker to continue to hold on. Once the attacker lets her down, she's going to utilize 2 heel strikes to the top of the bad guy's foot. And ladies, if you have high heels, this can be extremely painful. Again, picks her up, she arches her back, down, foot stomp, and of course a knee strike with what we call a side kick. In this scenario, the attacker approaches from the front. You can see that he shoves, and the victim's going to do an open hand ear slap right to the assailant's ears. She steps back and then, of course, finishes with the knee. You can see that as the attacker approaches and she shoves, she puts her hands up right away in case he wants to strike her. She then attacks the ears, finishing with the knee, causing immense pain. So in this scenario, it's another take on someone trying to grab your purse from behind. You can see the attacker approaches to the victim's left, grabs the purse. Instead of striking the throat, maybe the attacker's head's down, and she does a palm strike with the bottom part of her hand right to the bad guy's nose. She finishes with a knee and, of course, runs to safety. You can see the footwork here is a lot more complicated than the other one before, turning to the left and throwing the knee, executing her hips forward to deliver as much power as she can.
We hope that you found this self-defense tutorial helpful. With the Frostburg Experience, I'm Emily Taylor.
Thanks, Master Rando, for showing us a few self-defense techniques. Now, let's learn about the Frostburg State University Career Center and services and opportunities they offer. Here's field reporter Emily Taylor with more.
Sand Spring Hall, the red building located directly across from the Chesapeake Dining Hall. What many students do not know is that it is home to the Career and Professional Development Center.
I would really like to encourage students, though, to come to our office earlier in their college career, not wait until they're a junior or senior and ready to graduate, because we have a lot we can help you with. Even coming in as a freshman, it really is a great time for you to look at your resume, look at your professional profile, and start thinking about what do you need to get on your resume, what do you need to get in your portfolio before it's time to graduate.
The Career Center offers many opportunities for students to learn the necessary tools needed for success. They do this in a variety of ways. Faculty members dedicate their time to host workshops for students to attend. You can even pick up resume paper at no charge to you. A few times throughout the year, the office holds career fairs. During these events, students are encouraged to bring resumes and dress for success. Students discuss internships and jobs with potential employers. Call today to find out more and schedule an appointment with one of the Career Service faculty members. With the Frostburg Experience, I'm Emily Taylor.
Welcome back. Now I am joined in the studio by Liz Herlinger, one of the graduate assistants at the FSU Career Center. Welcome to the show, Mrs. Herlinger.
Thank you so much for having me.
Tell us about some of the services offered at the Career Center.
So we do a bunch of different things. We can actually look at students' resumes, cover letters. We can also do mock interviews with students, and we do have a camera that we can record. Now, we also help students search for jobs and internships, and that's through various activities on campus and through a website that we actually utilize.
What type of events does your office offer to undergraduate students here at FSU?
Well, we actually have 3 different events, and they also work for graduate students as well. So in October, the week of homecoming, we actually have something called the Career Expo. And that's when FSU alums actually come back and they speak with students in their major, so in that way they can find out about what the students have done since they graduated, where they currently are, and various opportunities. In April, we have a career and internship fair where we actually invite employers from Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia, and Pennsylvania, and also Delaware. And we have them come down and they actually hire for internships, full-time jobs, part-time jobs, lots of activities, so that's kind of nice. And then, we do have one more. It's actually the Education Job Fair. And with the Education Job Fair, we have school counties that come in and they actually interview teacher candidates and anyone in master's degrees such as school counseling, Masters of Arts in Teaching, and they're actually hiring for open positions the upcoming school year.
So what are credential files and how do students use them?
Credential files are very helpful for seniors. So usually we recommend the semester that they're graduating, we have them open up a credential file. It is $20 and there's a form that you take, you fill it out in the business office. Once you pay the $20 and fill out the form, a 7-year timeline begins. We can then hold your resume, transcripts, letters of recommendation, other things that students would need in order to change grad schools or even jobs, and we hold it for 7 years. The $20 actually covers postage. So in that 7 years, you can call our office and we will send it all out to whatever job or school that you're applying to. We're actually in the process of getting everything into a PDF, so we can also do email versions as well.
Can you tell me a little more about the various job and internship opportunities?
Sure, so besides those events that we host here on campus, we do utilize a website, it's called College Central, where we can actually help you search for jobs and internships online. There are certain postings that actually go just for Frostburg State students, and then there's ones that are more for the general public. But if you come into our office, we do have other links that we can show you, and we can help you search for the jobs and internships. Mrs. Amy Shimko, she also does the Washington Center, the Shriver Center, and also the Disney program. So she is a good resource if you're interested in going down to Florida.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming in, Mrs. Herlinger.
Not a problem.
If you need more assistance with your resume, cover letter, job, or internship search, stop at the Career Center. That's all the time we have for this episode of the Frostburg Experience. I'm Mia Williams. Thanks for watching, and please stay tuned for more FSU TV3 programming.